Hi everyone, and welcome to the Medical Medium Moose. In this video, we will try to make it clear for everyone out there. Our health is threatened. There is an ongoing crisis no one is talking about for real. So let's give it the attention it deserves and reveal what's behind it all. Almost everyone you know has some trouble with their health. Migraines, dry cough, eczema, stomach pain or joint pain. And we see an increase of ADHD and autism in young people. We see an increase of dementia and Alzheimer's in old people. And look at the crazy increase in cancers and diabetes and unexplained overweight among our people. I repeat, our health is threatened. These are just some examples of symptoms and diagnoses that we have today. And there are so many more. If you have been to any doctor, you have realized that they do not have a cure for your condition. They can most of the times only give you medicine that will temporarily ease your symptoms. Know that you're not alone. There are millions of people in this situation. And know that the doctors don't have a clue what's going on. Famous theories that it is your own body's immune system attacking itself, or that you've just been unlucky with bad genes, are simply wrong. Know that it is not your body nor your genes behind chronic illness, and know that you can actually heal from your symptoms and diagnosis. Not just ease symptoms, but completely heal. So what is going on with our bodies? Why are so many of us sick nowadays with various symptoms and conditions? Well, our health is threatened, and it is not by one or two threats, but we are completely surrounded by many serious threats. There are harmful pathogens like viruses and bacteria. There are harmful toxic heavy metals and other chemical toxins everywhere. And so are radiation and EMF. At the same time, many of us follow a high-fat diet and eat food that is harmful to us. And the food that is actually beneficial for us might be depleted of important nutrients. These threats put an extreme burden on our body. So let us dive into the threats, one by one. Before we dive into it, we just want to make a short statement. It is impossible for us to cover all threats in one video. So please just see this video as an introduction to medical medium information. Medical Medium holds all the details and explain everything on such a deep level. We recommend you to get at least one or two of the books. You will never regret it, and you can get it for free at the library. Now let's head on. Viruses and bacteria like Epstein-Barr, shingles, streptococcus, and herpes are all around us. These pathogens are becoming more and stronger every day. Almost every one of us has encountered one of these bugs at this point in time. It has become out of control and an emergency on its own. These bugs are behind many chronic conditions. If the body's immune system fails to win the battle, these pathogens will wreak havoc inside the body and create a chronic condition over time. Heavy metals like mercury, aluminum, copper, cadmium, lead, arsenic, nickel, chrome, alloy, and steel are very toxic to our body. Thanks to our industries, heavy metals are everywhere. We have heavy metals in our oceans, in our lakes, and even in our skies. It is all around us, and we get exposed. And people get chronic illness because of it, since toxic heavy metals get stuck inside our body. Even if you would manage to not get exposed to heavy metals, you most likely inherited metals from your mom and dad because of contaminated egg and sperm. This is why some diseases are inherited from our parents. However, it is not our genes, but it is toxic heavy metals traveling through our family bloodline. Toxic chemicals are also all around us and show no mercy to our body and brain. Cleaning products, air fresheners, perfumes, scented body lotions, shampoos, and laundry detergents, makeup, hairsprays, and hair wax. Our bodies are up for a big challenge to save our lives every day from exposures from products with harmful chemicals. Chemical toxins are everywhere, and these are just some examples of products with toxic chemicals that hurt us and get stuck inside our bodies. So many furnitures, textiles, and more expose us to toxic chemicals every day. You can lower your exposure by using unscented products and look for organic or non-toxic options. But it is difficult to avoid getting exposed outside of your home because so many people unfortunately do not understand the danger of using these products. Not yet. Radiation and electromagnetic fields is another threat that puts a burden on our body. Most of us get exposed to radiation and EMF on a daily basis. Cell phones, Wi-Fi, airplane travel, medical exams, and atmospheric fallout from previous nuclear disasters. Yes, there is still radiation left up there in the atmosphere. Radiation also gets stuck inside our bodies, so the more exposures we get, the more trouble we are in. Wherever you live on this planet, and whether you're wealthy or poor, there is a high chance you're following a high-fat diet. We use a lot of oils, fat sauces, and fried food. And we have been told protein is the number one nutrient, and we try to get it from meat, soy, and dairy, which are all high in fat. Compare this to a meal of fruits, veggies, potatoes, and beans. It is an insane difference in fat content. The problem with fat is that the liver must put a lot of energy in producing bile to help us digest the fat. This becomes troubling since the liver also needs to protect and cleanse our body from all daily pathogens and toxins we get exposed to. When we eat fat, our bloodstream gets full of fat, making these daily pathogens and toxins stick to the fat and stay in our body. It also makes it much harder for our immune system to patrol and protect us when all this fat is in its way. The best you can do is to stick to fruit and veggies free from fat, at least in the mornings when the liver does most of its cleansing after collecting toxins all night while you were sleeping. One might think we are protected by laws and regulations so that the food offered in restaurants and supermarkets are completely safe to eat. Unfortunately, that is not our reality. There is harmful food everywhere. Thanks to corrupted science, we barely have any clue what is good and what is bad for us. Some say coffee is good for you. Some say it's bad. Some say tuna is good for you. Some say it's bad. Some say GMO food, canola oil, or citric acid is good for you. Some say it's bad. And what about all preservatives and natural flavors? Are they good or are they bad? These foods are all bad for you. Let me be clear. These are all examples of harmful food that puts a burden on our body, whether you want to believe it or not. There are also foods that are visibly harmful to some, but not to others. These foods feed pathogens, making them more active and stronger, either instantly or over time. If you happen to have viruses or bacteria inside your body, foods that feed pathogens will be harmful to you. Some examples of these foods are egg, gluten, and dairy, like cow milk and cheese. Since we are threatened by many viruses and bacteria nowadays, you do best by staying away from harmful food, even if you're feeling fine. Vitamin and mineral deficiency is another alarming threat to our health. You probably realize by now how important it is to keep our body strong and healthy so it can protect us. And to do that, our body needs vitamins and minerals. Due to today's food choices, nearly all of us are deficient in vitamin B12. We believe we get it from meat and fish, but unfortunately, that is not the right B12 that our body needs. If you do a blood test, this B12 might be circulating in your blood, but it won't be absorbed and actually used by your body's cells and organs. Our bodies might also be deficient in zinc minerals. Chemical fertilizers, pesticides, and fungicides get sprayed all over our crops and fly with the wind all over the earth. Back in the days, highly toxic DDT was one of them, and these completely destroyed the zinc in our soil, making our crop depleted of this important mineral. Since our soil is still sprayed with toxins every day, the soil has no chance to recover. This means we end up not getting enough zinc from our food. This very important immune-supporting trace mineral. Taking the right kind of zinc and B12 supplements is critical today to help our bodies protect us. Our bodies are in deep need for vitamins and minerals, especially zinc and B12. As you now understand, our health is threatened in these troubling times. We get exposed to so many dangerous pathogens and toxins that burdens our body. Our immune system is compromised due to all these exposures and lack of critical vitamins and minerals. And so many of us have or will have chronic symptoms because of it. A compromised immune system is very sensitive. If there is a virus or bacteria already hiding inside the body, all it needs is a trigger to wreak havoc inside the body and cause chronic illness, or more chronic illness if the body is already sick. A trigger can be any of the mentioned threats, as well as stress, emotional hardship, or other situations that lower our immune system. Every day, the not so sick people, meaning people with maybe 1 or 2 symptoms, fall over to the very sick people. People who are mostly bedridden and can't really live life anymore. It is very sad that the medical science and research, the establishment that is supposed to help us, is so far behind with knowledge about chronic illness and offers no real cure to our suffering. People fall over to the very sick in an alarming rate. This is an emergency. Our liver and immune system are like a ticking bomb ready to explode any minute. Our bodies are overwhelmed by all exposures around us. We collect more and more, and we don't know how to cleanse our bodies from them. Being well and healthy cannot be taken for granted anymore. It is therefore so important that we take steps to help our liver and immune system to be strong and healthy, so we stay protected. Medical Medium offers all the knowledge and tools we need to cleanse and save our body from all exposures, old and new, and make our body become its best self once again. You will find the true reason behind specific symptoms, conditions, or diagnosis, and how to completely heal from them in the Medical Medium book series, as well as on the Medical Medium website. And of course, keep following our YouTube channel and we will try to assist you as much as possible.